Good morning, each and everyone out there. Lovely peoples. And what power is greater than anything on this planet we live on, called planet Earth, is people power. People power. Love and hugs to everybody out there. Welcome to Prince Todd's Channel 4. Channel 4. And blessings to each and every one, and huge blessings. Well, Dad upstairs and Mother Gia, and to the universe in general. Blessings all out. Blessings. Cast out all the blessings. You people out there have got to stop being so gullible. Okay? Don't be so gullible. And you're getting swindled. You're just being swindled big time. Big time. Now, Q, go into Q. Q was launched, I believe it was October the 10th or the 17th, back in 2017. But if you look at the time, triple force. Now, I'm trying to bring you up to speed with your numerology, because it's all about the numbers, because that's how we're all connected through numbers also throughout the universe. That's why you got to find out your life path number. Start off with your life path number, your expression number, your maturity number. You've got all these other numbers. You've got to, well, you've got to go trace it all for yourselves, and that's your authentic self. Okay, you got to be your authentic self, and if it means stepping up and taking new levels and taking responsibility, so be it. Okay, so be it. Like I have. Okay? You just step into it, and as I say, with the cosmic energy, let it flow in and go with the flow. And stop being so gullible with fucking our governments. Enough is enough. And people, I've just said, what is the biggest power, greater of all down here, is people power, and it's happening. It is happening. Synchronicities. Okay, cause and effect, and the ripple effect. Okay, I don't mind throwing out the first stone. I actually love skipping stones on the water and making those big ripples, you know, and see how many things you can do. I remember as a kid, I think I skipped it about 17 or 20 times on the water down at Narrawally on the south coast of Australia. Good times, great times, and this is what I want the children of the children, our children, now in these generational times, not to stop getting indoctrinated on what they want to teach you. You've got to go back through your whole history. I'll give you a link on this channel, for starters. That's why they want to stop the internet. The internet opened doors for me big time. Without the internet, I wouldn't be sitting here now, because they tried to cover it all up, like burning important doctorates and stuff like that with, the tower, the Great Fire of London. I think we had one over in Rome. Like, they tried to burn everything. It's only lucky, well, not lucky, it was fortunate, and it was all planned to hide those documents in the monasteries. The monks have got them. Okay, the monks know exactly who I am. They're cheering. Okay, it's all to do with your enlightenment. And that's what you're a trainer for now, to go to higher frequencies and vibrations. The cabal, as I said, they've been here for centuries. They're trying to stop that, and they wanted to go down. They wanted to kill us all down to 500 million people. So what do you think was going to happen to the rest of the 7.5 billion people? They're going to kill you, terminate you, exterminate you, or just freaking bump you off. Simple terms. They don't want us. because they think and they feel that they're the inferior race. They think we're all just a burden on their spaces. We don't exist to them. But this is reality, okay? Welcome to the real world. And thank God that you tuned me in as your true prince to help and assist to get out of this big shit fight. That is my mission and my purpose. And that's why strength in numbers. And we work hand in hand. All you got to do is reach out and take my hand. And strength. Strength in numbers. As I said, reach out, take the hand. Then we got powers. It's all combined then. It's all combined. And I'm willing, God willing, to make things right. As I said, I'm a giver and I love putting smiles on the children's faces. I love making people happy. That's the way we should be, living in love, peace and harmony. Unfortunately, yeah, we got infiltrated. But there's nothing there we can't fix. Everything you can fix. I almost got there with the COVID-19, I'm telling you. Lucky people woke up and that queue started putting it out to the masses, and now the masses' eyes are getting open. No longer closed. They're open. And that's what lots of people are opening their eyes now and seeing it for who it is and what it is. Very, very dark, insidious, evil creatures running the show. And our governments, they're controlled by the puppeteers, the masters. And then the masters, there's a tier there too. The controllers control the masters, and then the masters control the puppets. And there's probably another one, master controllers. Not too sure there yet. But we've got to get to the bottom of it, and you've got to wipe them all out. Otherwise they'll come back again. It'll take them another 100 years, but they'll restock their bloody... They're doing it now through that WEF. World Economic Forum. That's where they're doing it. And that's how they're doing it. And then through the UN. All these the world organisations, they're the ones that they're dark and evil. And I say, not all, some. This is where the good ones have got to turn around and throw out the bad apples and report it. And there's a lot of evil shit going on out there at the moment. That's why when you go to your sergeant and report shit and nothing happens, that's because he's a part of it. And his officers within all these departments and forces and so forth, not all, but some, that's why the good ones, they know who the bad ones are. You can feel it. You sort of get that vibe and you sort of think, there's something about you I just don't like. You get that vibe, that's your instincts. That's your intuition and your gut feeling. Okay? You go with that gut feeling because your first instincts, freaking 99.9% right. Anyway, guys, love yous all out there. I know it's hard times, very hard times, emotional, and it hurts. I'm hurting. I'm hurting because you guys are hurting. That's how it works. And I get sad. You guys get sad. I get sad. We're all interconnected, connectedness and oneness. And I have spirit authority to make things right. As soon as this show gets on the road, as above, so below, within, without. Numbers in strength. And keep pushing the positive energy out there. And be nice to everybody. Someone's nasty to you, don't worry about it. Just say, oh, yeah, God bless, and walk away. Just walk away. There's plenty of nice people out there to talk to. Plenty. And I've dealt with all kinds of people throughout my life. Well, you could say it was my training ground. I treated Australia in this life as my training ground. I don't know what people think and what people thought. What makes them happy, what hurts them. And yes, I am flesh and blood, just like you guys. I just have a few more certain gifts that I can help and improve humanity. We forge forward. And don't let these clowns step in the way. Wipe that smirk face off their clown face and bury them once and for all where this darkness belongs. Hand them back. They're dark souls, and they done the deal with the devil, so the devil will deal with them. I am the Prince of Light. I look after the good ones and the good flock. And the ones out there have committed no sins and have been very, very, very good, on the good side, shall be rewarded. That's how it works. Anyway, guys, I'm going to delve into my cards now. But as I said, don't be gullible to your governments. You've been swindled big time. That's why your house prices are going up. They increase the demand, supply and demand. So they decrease the supply. And I think they're letting 800,000 immigrants in here to Australia this year. So what do you think they'll do? They'll just build 50,000 houses. 800,000 to 50,000 houses, and they probably won't build any houses. No wonder there's a house crisis. Take in the money, take in your economy. So there's no money. So therefore you've got a money crisis. So a money crisis is everything. That's when you have a depression. All this is man-made through the dark side and that Kabul to squash you, to take away your dignity. Doesn't work, guys. I know. Faith, hope and love. It is there. It's just unfortunate these pricks are impersonating people too. They impersonate people. How do we know? They're probably impersonating past presidents, for all we know. We only know what you see on that idiot box. Mainstream media, what mainstream media is pushing down our throats since, the 50s and the 40s, 50s, so it could reprogram us all. And I know my peoples that follow me have switched on, and it's time to switch on the general masses. Godspeed. And I know it's a waiting game. That's why you got to have patience, because patience is a virtue. Your virtues, your morals, and respect with your discipline. And of course, people that do the wrong thing are punished through justice. And I told you why things aren't going right, because some, not all, are in high places on the dark side. And they're doing hideous, insidious shit with children, our innocent children, and heaven forbid, babies. It is absolutely terrible and horrible, and people power, with me sitting at the helm, shall have justice through our royal court, blue blood court. Because a lot of the children, I'd say a lot of the people, as I said, my journey's out there, the majority of us are good law-abiding citizens. It's just that minority group, again, and trying to friggin' control the majority. Peace ass. My oath, and bloody oath, blood oath, is to the people. I serve the people. That's my 0404. So we got the fours again. 0404. Alright. Time to slow down. Just take those breaths in. Go for your walk on the beach. Go for a walk in the bush. Beach and bush. And birds and the bees. And it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. And take in more positive energy. Look at the sun. Look at the sun. It's okay to look at the sun. Not saying for 2 hours or whatever. Just look at the sun for a minute or two. Energy. Draws in your energy. Same as a full moon. Look at a full moon of a night. To look up in the stars. All those stars, energy pushing out throughout the universe, and you absorb that energy. Okay, so cards are saying to slow down. Perhaps I might slow down for a little bit. So what we've got, power struggle. Whoa, a force to be reckoned with. Put this card over here. Oh, look at that. Violence sometimes has to be violence on violence to control that violence. For everyone's protection. We are here to protect the masses and make it safe. So you guys feel safe because you have protection. Authority, hope, ancestors. Remember thy ancestors. Restlessness, low vibration, so pick it up to high vibrations, okay, just as I said. And a warning. I'm warning you guys to stop being so gullible, and you should just pull the wool from under your eyes and open them and see what truly is going on. I am the real deal, and I've got the real seal. And that seal is from Dad upstairs, sitting on his mighty throne. God's plan, God's kingdom, God's glory. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Walk. Good cardio. Good for your heart. Don't freak out. There's nothing to freak out about. Okay? When it's time to freak out, I'll tell you when it's to freak out. But no, we're steady. We're balanced. We're grounded. And we're strength in numbers. It's all good. It's all good. And it's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Okay? Stop being swindled. And don't give any money over the internet for any of this YouTube or anyone doing anything. Okay? The ones that are doing it, they volunteer their services, just as I have. There's no monies involved. Okay? You do it out of the goodness of your heart. and what flows into your crown chakra, and you can do it. I sit here doing it now out of the goodness of my love and appreciation and gratitude that you guys are watching. Because when you watch, you start switching on. And switching on to everything what's happening around you. That's why I say, be aware of your surroundings. Exactly what this says. And communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Don't go name calling people. You know, like harsh ones, you know, like dickhead, prickwit, so forth like that. But hey, you can call people stupid. If they're stupid, they're stupid. You're just saying that you're telling the truth. That's why I say they're stupid down there in Parliament House, because I can't make any sense out of them. Some I can, but the rest of them, they're ignorant and arrogant. They don't even want to listen to you. They'll just brush you aside. And then tell someone else, get the shit scoop and throw you in the bin. They don't want to listen to us. And that's their problem, because they're controlled by their puppet masters, and the puppet masters are controlled by their controllers. Let's get rid of all these bad energy and bad spirits. 1. Sounds beautiful to me. Sounds beautiful. And all those cathedrals and so forth, they're usually built, there's a reason, as I say, a reason and a meaning and purpose for everything. They're all built on ley lines, most of them, but there's energy on that ground. That's why you have those churches and mainly the cathedrals built on that energy grid. It's an energy grid. And I'm going to have a nice cold sip of H2O, water. Beautiful. So we've cast all that dark energy out, and we bring in our ancestors' energy. All the ancestors, all the archangels, Dad himself sitting on the throne, gives me energy, great energy every day. And I just get stronger and stronger and stronger every day. Okay? Believe. Believe in oneself, and you'll believe in the connectedness and the oneness of all, and your spiritual hierarchy. That's why you got archangels. That's why you got that upstairs. Jesus Christ. Lord Jesus Christ. Lord, chiefs, princes. All for a reason for those names, because they have a meaning and a purpose. And assist and help. That's what they're all there for. And you know about the extraterrestrials that I speak about in the last videos, last archives. They're in the archives now, all going down in history, isn't it? And a teacher will only teach what he's taught the teacher. So, as I say, you ask him questions he won't know. He won't know the ancient history. And as I said, how many years is it before you call it ancient? 1,000? 100? So I don't know the answer to that one. I think it's just history. It could just go down history, maybe old history. I know a lot of it's sacred. That's why you had these societies, and that's why they got infiltrated. Impersonators. You got impersonators there, imposters. Okay, killing the person and taking their place. The person on the street has no idea on the technology that is available today. And they won't tell us. They just won't tell us. What you see on movies and that's art imitating reality and reality imitating art. So I'm very wary with the Terminator with AI, artificial intelligence, taking over. Once we got robots and you put AI in robots and so forth, I think it's going to be one big mess and one big disaster. Same thing, AI will try and wipe us out. People may laugh and scoff at it until it happens, and when it becomes surreal, there'll be people running around screaming if that was to happen. But we try and stay in this timeline when we're going to fix things. Okay? We're going to fix things. Create our own reality, our own realm. Through the crown of God. Our sovereignty and our authority. Alright, so Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Oh, the Sun. Beautiful. Well, I'll tell you right now, the answer is yes. Anyone was after a yes. We've got 4 yes cards there. I'll draw this one. And the 7 of Cups, which is a no. I know today's insidious bastards what they're doing. And we have Judgment. I just wanted to draw that one to counter, just to no to that one. But that's a definite, we'll have judgment. Alright, so the first one, okay. We've got Ten of Pentacles. Root chakra, keep grounded. Keep yourself grounded. Cool, calm and collective. The Queen of Swords is your third eye. Looking through your pineal gland. Okay. 2 third eyes. The King of Wands is also your third eye. The Sun. Heart chakra. And then you've got your solar plexus, which is the no card, which is the 7 of Cups. The Sun was your heart chakra. And judgment comes from your crown chakra. Okay, now we start off with this first card. Just looking at the time. Time's getting on. Time's going faster. Have a successful career and take care of your family, but don't have your own private space. Okay? Share your space with everyone. It's all about sharing and giving. Sharing and giving and having that compassion. And grant mercy where it's necessary. 10 of Pentacles, Virgo Mercury. The 10 of Pentacles represents the end result of effort, which brings wealth, happiness, and generous heart. And a generous heart. And you got your 2 puppy dogs there, and yeah, 2 people talking. I think it's a Scorpio, Virgo and Mercury card, that one is. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords sits on the throne, of course. And look at the symbolisms there on the throne. Beautiful. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a model of self-sufficiency, independence and wisdom. Sacred wisdom and sacred knowledge. But I am sitting here telling you the truth. The Queen of Swords is a model of self-sufficiency, independence and wisdom. She is a representative of sanity and has various knowledge and judgmental abilities. That is why. Judgment card. Judgmental abilities. And it's all about using your gifts and your abilities to create peace and harmony. Okay, so we got the King of Wands. Lead the development of the whole thing. transformation, new beginnings. King of Wands, heirs in the sun. I told you. Look up into that sun. Now it's up to you guys. You got that free will. Use it. Don't be so gullible and being swindled by these governments. Open your eyes. The King of Wands is steady and magnanimous. Hey, magnanimous, there's that word. With great power of action. Great power of action. Determination and ability. Holy attitude, honesty and conscience. Okay, these dark ones don't have a conscience, mate, so they'll just, whatever's been done to themselves, they'll just go and create it and do it to other people, and it's a never-ending cycle. Those ones that have been molested and been victimised need to come forward and tell the right people on what's happened. And we'll take care of the rest, these dark ones. It's time. Enough is enough. And this is why, again, the people power and pure leadership leading you guys, the flock. Leading you out of harm's way to prosperity, love, harmony and peace. We got the sun. We got the sun. Happiness and joy in a short period of time. 19, which is the one, which is completion. Completion of this old cycle, old shit, dark cycle. And we go into new beginnings. Infinity. Unstoppable. Inevitable. The sun represents vitality. Vitality, vitality, vitality. Enthusiasm. Being enthusiastic. And energy, 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 energy. Restore your energy, positive energy. Cast out all the negative. Or don't even have negative thoughts, positive thoughts. Positive. With a bright vision. With a bright vision. And the help of noble people. Okay, your nobility, your white nobility that have been here for eons. That's what I'm saying now. Not all, but some of the children are misbehaving. Now, when you misbehave, you must be punished. And punished by the rule of law. Divine law. Divinity. And now this card, one no card out of 5 yes cards, that is your deep state. You know what they're doing now? You want to know exactly what they're doing now? They're trying to friggin' remuster their sources. Because they dare the dream. As I said, they're having nightmares now. They're having nightmares. The 7 of Cups is the Scorpio and Venus card, see? Scorpion. Catch them in me nippers. And I got the big tail that stings them. No, they're not going to like it. But that's what happens when you're dark and evil. Because the pure light has its own justice. Justice for we, the people, against this dark, evil, insidious criminals, gangsters that are running the show at the moment. Not for much longer. We're having inroads, big inroads, and inroading this darkness. And it's going to happen here in Australia very, very, very shortly. Because, as they say, you turn up the heat in the kitchen, the ones that can't stand that heat, they're going to start running. And as I said, when their ship starts sinking, they're rats. That's what they are, rats. And they'll be deserting the sinking ship. And all the good ones will be left behind, and they'll defect over to one nation. Exactly what it is, one nation. You can say country too, island. Did I say country? Hey? Beautiful, beautiful Australia, what it is. And how it is. All into existence for a reason. Meaning and purpose. That's why you're here sitting under the Southern Cross. What to do with it? The Southern Cross is giving all of us protection. The Seven of Cups represents a non-realistic dimension. This is what they're in, okay? Right? Listen to it. The set represents the non-realistic dimension of life and demonstrates the truly magical quality of the awakened imagination. So we, as a people, have the awakened imagination, and we're going out of their non-realistic dimension into our reality, our realm, our crown, our sovereignty, our authority. And then we're cracking down on all the darkness and bring them all in and held accountable for their bad actions and what they've done. And that's where you have justice and your judgment. As I say, final judgment comes from Dad upstairs sitting on the mighty throne with great love. Great love. So that's that card. And as I said, we have beautiful judgment. Judgment, judgment, judgment. And in that judgment, there becomes love, peace and harmony, because that's what happens when you go after all the darkness. The light starts pushing through again to everybody. And so I mean, never, never, ever lose hope, faith and love. They're big, big words. Hope, faith and love. And believe. Believe. Go with your instincts. Go with your intuition. Your gut feeling. As I said, it's got more nerves. And use your cortex, your nous. Start using your nous, because when those eyes get wide open, you become awake. And they're wide open now. They should be. Okay, everything I've pushed out there and communicated with you guys, and I have clarity with everything I say, because everything makes perfect sense. Okay, because it's all common sense. And that's why you just got to be streetwise too. Be streetwise. These other ones with silver spoons and so forth, they don't know what's going on. It'd be like Governor Bligh when you had the rum corpse and he was hiding under the bed. All these dark, insidious creatures, mate, most of them will run from us and hide from us. That's why you got to start looking under the beds and in the wardrobes and all this shit for the darkness. Because they're cowards. When it comes to the crunch and you crunch the numbers, they become cowards. And they want to friggin' start running from their prince because I've got strength in numbers. Remember? And start getting your remembrance back. Start getting that memory back. Okay? Once it all flows and just keeps flowing, you'll know exactly what's going on. You should now. As I said, I am having results. And yesterday, I was excited. Today, I'm passionate in everything I do. Alright guys, you want to see what was on the bottom? Those insidious pricks again, see? See what I mean? Those two cards tells you what the darkness is up to. Now I have to draw another card and see It's a maybe. King of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Pentacles gallops out. The King. And he overrides any law. He has final say. Because he's got divine law. Divine birthright. That's why you need ultimate authority, spirit, to overrule all these pricks doing the wrong thing. It doesn't matter what they say or what they do. I'll override them. I'll have the final say. They're not going to like it, but it is what it is. That's their big reality check. Our realm, our crown, our sovereignty, our supreme authority. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, it's an earth. As I said, keep grounded. Steady, reliable, and professional. Remember I say, be professional with your emotions. Keep them in check. Keep it in order. The Knight of Pentacles, so I said King of Pentacles. It's the Knight of Pentacles. As I said before, knights have become kings. He's a pragmatic actor, and the field behind him indicates that he's carrying out farming behaviour. We've got to help the farmers, working diligently and efficiently with a conservative tradition. Capricorn and Saturn card. And remember Jupiter, the big red planet, all about exploration, can't ears, adventure. And Pluto, transformation, life, death, rebirth, transformation. And what did we say about Mars? What did we say about Mars? Come on. That's where your strength and that's where your war comes from. That's the planet of war. We're at war with the darkness. And we are conquerors. We are warriors. We are soldiers. Okay? Keep the full armour of God up. That's your protection. Say your prayers. And it's spiritual, not religious. It's very, very spiritual. And you're working in with the universe. Well, we're working as one with the universe. That's what it's all about. And that's what this darkness doesn't understand, because they're running with the devil. Running with their own darkness. And that's their fault. Can't help them. That's what they wish to do. So be it. They caved in the temptation, they caved into money, they wanted to control the world and exterminate people, humans. They wanted to exterminate us. As I said, they wanted to exterminate 500, they wanted to keep 500 million people, so there's nearing 8 billion people of us now. So we're told, so we're informed. That's another thing. How do we know if that's true or not? Alright, so they wanted to wipe out, if it's true, they wanted to wipe out 7.5 billion of us. I don't know what they'd do with all the bodies. Maybe they'd just burn them off. I don't know, but if you start terminating so many people too, imagine about the health consequences. Imagine the stench of it all. Too hideous to even think about. We're here to help and assist people. And this is our purpose and our mission. And this is what my mechanical thoughts and that all are, to help and assist in my cortex too. And through my heart, and stay grounded. Whatever you do, just stay grounded on planet Earth and Mother Gaia. Love and hugs to everyone out there. Take care, stay safe. Transmitting from Channel 4. Ready to receive. And we go bye for now. Big, big, big loves and hugs to everyone.